I moved into an apartment complex 2 months ago. I started hearing things a week later. It was subtle at first. Sometimes, in the middle of the night, I would wake up to a faint scratching sound from somewhere behind the walls. I thought it could be mice or rats. I've lived through enough shitty one-bathroom apartments in Manhattan to recognize the signs. Small little tears on the floor, tiny holes in the plaster, an unending scratching that sounds like 1,000 little feet marching to the beat of my headache. The symptoms fit the bill. It had to be a mouse. And so I put out traps. I investigated in a little steel wool. The internet says the best way to catch a rat is peanut butter. I slathered spoonfuls of the stuff all over a fresh tomcat trap. Amazon's best. I went to bed with the expectation that a fat rodent would be dead in my living room floor. By the following morning, I laid awake eagerly, awaiting their demise. But it rained a lot that night. After I turned off the TV, I tried to listen for the sounds of my furry friends falling for the bait. But the storm overtook almost every sound. Cracks of thunder shook the glassware on my kitchen counter. Water got inside through the cracks and spaces between the window framing. I had put a towel down. The dripping started to annoy me more than the rats ever did in the first place. But somewhere underneath it all, I heard something else, a lot more frightening than the rats. A voice whispering, "Help me." I never really believed in the paranormal. I told people that a lot. I never saw signs of spirits, like everyone else does. Part of my subconscious felt like maybe this was my comeuppance. The ghost on that street had heard me talking shit, and now they were going to come for me. Maybe just to show me who's boss, so to speak. And I had nothing for protection. Nobody to verify my experiences. I live alone. In the middle of a lightly occupied skyrise. A demon or poltergeist could fuck with me all they want. And so I pulled the sheets up to my chin, while the scratching to overtake the storm. Along with my rationality, the constant repetition of "help me" floated further through the walls. She started getting louder, more urgent. My fear-paralyzed mind told me she was getting closer. I knew that was impossible, but I couldn't take it anymore. I got out of my bed and marched out to my apartment, nearly stepping on the unoccupied rat trap myself. The building kept a guard on the desk duty throughout the night. You needed to know about the voice. I hopped in the elevator with sweatpants and no socks. When it opened on the ground level, a surprised security guard waited for me behind the desk. "Sir, are you okay? Can you check if the apartment next to me is occupied?" The tall Hispanic man furrowed his brow worriedly as he eyed my evening wear in distaste. He wore an official-looking blue button shirt with black slacks, with a radio clipped to his belt. "We really should not divulge. Someone has been screaming, 'Help me,' all night. I think they are in trouble, but I've never seen anyone go in there."